So I got nothing to do. Just waiting for my son to finish school, and I'm just walking around UPLB campus. So right now I'm at the, well, they say it's the Nihon Koen. So yeah, it's more popularly known as the Japanese gate or something. So it was I guess it was constructed about five years ago, right? If I'm not mistaken. So yeah, I'm not gonna stay here for a while. Yeah, it's actually stairs, so I'm a bit winded. Short of breath. Yeah, I really need to do something about that, but yeah, let me just set up. Let's see what I can do. I remember when this was being constructed, I was no longer a student. By then I was already working when this little thing got constructed. So maybe that was about 2012-ish, 2013. No, maybe 2014-ish. I'm not really sure. They're gonna be, I mean, some people might really find it weird that you got some Japanese structure inside a Philippine university, but if you're gonna be looking at things, there's a lot of things here that are not really Filipino-ish. So we also got this Thai pavilion over here, just this side, just a couple meters away from this arch, this gate, and I believe it has something to do with the international student community that we have here in UPLB. So there's a lot of international students. I mean, this campus is actually known for its courses, its program on agriculture, which is very popular, not just in Southeast Asian countries, but also all around the world. So I actually remember when I was a student, I get classmates from all over the world, which is funny. But it's actually a good way to know about their culture and, learn new stuff. I like it when there are, foreign students in my class. Usually I'm the only one talking to them. I have no idea why. Maybe I'm just born curious and I ask them a lot of questions. Maybe. Well, I do know I want to tell you guys something, so let's see what's gonna happen. There's something that needs to get out. Let me see. I realized I was just standing there and, mumbling stupid things, but this one's the Thai pavilion that I mentioned a while back. So what I was really thinking about was, the other day I mentioned something about loving someone because you need them versus loving someone because you want them. And I posited that loving someone because you want them is more mature versus loving someone because you need them. And for me, it's going to be more stable if you are in a relationship with someone who actually wants you versus being in a relationship with someone who just needs you. There's also a lot of thought versus being able to pinpoint what you like and love about a person versus just, the romantic, I don't know, there's something about him, there's something about her that actually makes me want him or her so bad. I'm in love with him or her because I can't fathom the concept behind it. So, I don't know, whatever romantic side you are in, I think it has also something to do with wanting and needing someone. So back to my argument that the type of love that says, I want you and I love you, or rather I love you because I want you versus I love you because I need you, is more mature. And I think it has something to do with stability. If you actually love someone because you need them, I think that it's going to be unstable because what if the reason for you needing that person is actually finished, it's actually done, they've actually served their purpose in your life, right? So what happens with your relationship? I mean, you no longer need them in your life. You're like freaking whole. You're like a different person from when you met them. What happens then? So I'm not saying that a lot of relationships are going to be like that, doomed from the start because one person needs the other. No, some relationships actually last that initial needing part, right? But what if, think of it this way, if you want someone, right, and you actually don't see them, or you don't actually just like them or want one facet of them, you want them as this whole being. That's a totally romantic concept, I know, but that's actually what happens when you're in love, right? When you're freaking in love with with someone, it's just that you accept them for who they are. There really is no reason for you not to like them or want them or love them. I guess my thoughts are all over the place, but bottom line is, for me, the concept of I love you because I need you has an expiry date. And the expiration date is when you no longer need this person in your life and you actually see your relationship deteriorating. Yes, there are other people who can actually finish things, or rather get on with your relationship after the initial helping this person to move on, helping this person to become whole again, and they actually make the relationship work. But more often than not, sometimes a relationship is just there because, it's a stepping stone in order for you to get better. That meme that, you're meant to be, sometimes people are not the final destination, or you are not the final destination. You're actually just there to help them get to their destination. That for me best encapsulates the idea of I love you because I need you. And for me, if you actually hinge your relationship on that, your partner needing you and you helping them, and you're actually banking on the idea, or banking on the concept that since you help them be okay, you help them be alright, they're gonna see your worth. That's a big risk, and I also think that it's not really a good way to put your trust on. I mean, it's not a good foundation for a relationship. I guess that's what I'm trying to say. I don't know what a good foundation is for a relationship, but I definitely know that you need to accept this person as for their entirety, and not pinpoint certain aspects that you like about them. It's acknowledging the fact that they are people, they got flaws, and they got a lot of things that they could improve on, and it's not waking up the next day and saying, oh my god, I don't like how she looks anymore, or how he looks anymore. And it's not gonna be, oh god, I hate how she did this, how she did that. It should be all encompassing, and it should be all accepting. That for me is true love. And forgive me if I'm talking about true love this early in the morning. It's just what it's like 9:50 in the morning, and I haven't had much sleep. I've been around. I mean, I've been to Manila, went back to Laguna, and that's a lot of traveling, mind you. But yeah, going back to the topic, I do hope that you are able to figure out if you do want this person to be in your life, or if you just want them because you need them to to feel whole, there's always this. I guess we will always mistake wanting a person versus needing them, because we might think that we want them because they're this and that, but actually we want this person to be in our lives because they feel a certain need, or they make you feel better or something. And that shouldn't be the end all be all. That shouldn't be the main reason. That shouldn't be the foundation of your relationship. There should always be respect. And I'm mentioning respect right now because what happens to these relationships, they actually become toxic, right? They become toxic to a point that this person who needs someone or something from her partner, his partner, they become so toxic, and they actually begin to demand things, and that's where the relationship begins to crumble. It's no longer a give and take, and the partnership is actually, sharing. And if there is one person who's always receiving things, I don't believe that is a healthy relationship. So I don't know what I'm trying to talk about, but bottom line is, you got to figure out if you really love a person before you actually jump into a relationship, right? And for me, figuring out if you want someone versus you need someone is going to be the key. So if you need someone to be part of your life, I suggest that you take a step back, reassess yourself, because you might just become a parasite to your partner, and you don't want that. It's not going to be a healthy relationship. Make sure that you actually jump into a relationship if you need to be in that person's life. You find yourself that you want to be in that person's life, right? So that's all. I know it's a long rant, but hey, sorry, my thoughts are all over the place. So, ciao. Have a good day.